This is our board chair, Lydia McCoy. If you have a
Hi. So I want to start off. I know some of you may not be as familiar with the work of the YNPN National Board and what our charge is and why we do what we do. So I think before getting into the mission and vision, which is a really succinct way of saying this is who we are and why we exist, I want to bring it down to the personal level. So with YNPN, it's both really big and very small. So YNPN is a movement. We are this group of people that are coming together around a common vision. But it's also a really personal experience for us. And for me in particular, I was talking with Kat the other day. She was asking how I was hired for my first executive director position. And I told her it was pretty much a fluke. I really don't know how it happened. And I was 27, and after I was hired, people asked me, I was like, I don't know, I guess it just went well, I'm not sure. And then, and it worked out, and when I was leading that position, a little under 5 years later, my board chair was talking to our coalition, and he's this adorable pediatrician with like ties and kids' art on it and stuff, and he stood up there and he said, when Lydia came to us 5 years ago, we were most impressed that she was the chair of the Young Nonprofit Professionals Network. And I was like, what? I had no idea. I was 27, and you guys know the experience. Yes, it's hard work and it's a lot of professional, personal development, but looking from the outside, I was shocked that someone was like, oh, you're president of YNPN, you should run our organization. And people think that. So I know that for me, I would not be where I am professionally or personally if it weren't for the YNPN network. So I want to thank this network, and it's what drives me to be part of the national board. I loved being on the YNPN Denver board. It was so fun. The national board is in service to that end, so we're here to serve you. And what Trish and I were talking when I arrived on Wednesday is this balance that the national board wants to reach between leading and serving our chapters. So we are here for you. We're providing technical assistance. We're making sure that we're coming together once a year to share best practices. We want to bring you with us wherever we can as far as increasing your visibility and the great work that you're doing. But we also want to connect you with resources and people that maybe you wouldn't on your own as a local chapter. We want to push you to consider bigger goals than maybe your strategic plan currently has. So we're trying to fit that balance of leading and serving. And we definitely cannot do that as a national board without your input. We're another step removed from the work that you're doing on the ground. So we need you to tell us what your day-to-day experience is, what you need from us, how what we're doing is affecting you, whether that's in a hugely positive way or whether it's not as meaningful as it could be. So please continue to have that dialogue. And so, please, if you have any feedback or questions, all of the national board here is here for you, like I said. So share things with us, let us know how we can help, feedback, ideas, we're happy to hear them. Tomorrow we're going to be doing a board panel for the national board for you to ask us questions, for us to give you a little more insight into what we're up to, and we're going to be talking about all those questions that we've been hearing this weekend. So we're actively looking for your feedback and input. So when we met at our first retreat of 2013 in January, we were hosted by the Ford Foundation in New York, which was a great experience. And we brought on, like so many of you, half new board members. So we're a board of 14, 7 board members joined us in January. So we have also gone through that big transition. And part of that is around all the growth that we've experienced in the last year and a half with bringing on Trish to the executive director role. It's a huge asset, and it's been a big change and transition, certainly for the culture of our organization. And one of the biggest accomplishments of our board retreat in January was the reframing of our mission and vision. And we're feeling pretty good about it. I don't know how you guys feel, but we were really pleased with ourselves and what we came up with. So our mission is, the Young Nonprofit Professionals Network is a movement activating emerging leaders to advance a diverse and powerful social sector. And I think the key points here are that we define ourselves as a movement, so we are not just a network. We're not an association. We see ourselves as being more than that. And this idea that we are about activation of membership. So this isn't just show up and that's enough. We want you to show up and then take that one step forward. And then our vision is stronger communities propelled by a network of inspired, engaged leaders. So that speaks to the point that Trish shared earlier about our ultimate goal being stronger communities. If the sector exists just for a strong sector, what's the point?